My name is Brandon, and I'm the host. And I'd like to welcome Chris,
Hey
Dan,
guys.
and
Hey.
Nick to the Audio Addiction Podcast family group thing. What we're about is news, new music, artists. What else? We talk about a lot of shit, or we try not to be too serious.
All good fun.
We're all in good fun, just trying to have fun here. Like we're all good
We're
friends.
just here to have fun, guys.
Here to have fun, talk about some music that we enjoy talking about, and maybe like other things we do outside. This is just like an intro of what we plan to do, and yeah. So,
Yeet.
would you like? I guess I'll start. Like I
Do it.
said, I'm Brandon, and I started this. I think we started this Monday, or I at least thought of the idea Monday, and I just thought, hey, why don't we do it? I go to a writer, and I'm getting my degree in marketing, and I'm graduating next semester. So I figured, hey, why not do like a music channel to do some fun stuff? Nick knows what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And stuff I do outside of our podcast, I like to cook. If you check my Instagram channel, then you'll see that I legitimately post about food 90% of the time.
It's true.
That is very true. Dan can concur that. I also play guitar. I don't know if you can see them, but I have guitars lined
Can't
up
see
in my
'em.
room. I know, Nick. I'm sorry.
I see
Also,
it.
how
I see
many
it.
big words are we gonna be using?
How many what?
Because you keep saying like concur and concluded and stuff. I'm not about
we
big
could
words.
be.
I'm just
We could,
asking.
listen, I go to college, so I could use
Whoa.
the
Well, I can't afford college, so that's
Ooh.
the level. Okay. We got college board
Alright,
over here. I
alright.
concurred that due to the conclusion of my hypothesis. No.
All right.
You
Alright,
put it together.
All right,
doing it?
listen. I'm sorry for making you feel stupid. Okay.
No, it's okay. I already know I
Anyway.
am.
So I play guitar. I will pull up one of my guitars just so that Nick can see it. Here's
Ooh.
one of
This
my
is for
I'm
all
gonna
our
go-
people that watched the video. If you watched the video, you could see him holding up the guitar. So
Yeah.
there you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Now you know I have a guitar.
Yeah.
I have only one guitar. No, I just
Yeah,
kidding. I
and the
have
one on the
two.
wall in the background.
I actually have two. What
I
else?
got a
do I
guitar too. My guitar's pretty
Oh,
dope. It's,
nice.
He's
I like
holding his
that.
guitar.
Listen, wait your
first
turn.
act. It's a first act.
Listen,
so
I don't care.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
beautiful.
It's good to go. I got a drum set that's stacked because
Are-
I'm missing pieces.
Are you gonna
know?
bring that in here? Oh God.
Yeah, here he goes. One
I
piece at a
could,
time.
but I won't.
Okay,
I
thank you,
won't.
thank you. All right. That's pretty much it. I have a bunch of posters and like signed shit on my wall. I'm actually sitting right in front of Undra's last tour, quote unquote, poster that I have signed from like all of the guys from Under Oath. So, and if any of you guys are going to see Under Oath in April in Philly,
I
let me
am.
know because
Yeah.
Dan and Chris and I hope Nick all go.
Wait, did that
'cause it's
sell out?
sick. Yes, it did sell. It's already been sold out. So Nick has to get his ticket from
I
like
have
StubHub
to.
or something.
I have to get that money from that first paycheck, and then I'll get the ticket.
But anyway, so
Yeah.
all four of us hopefully will be there. I know for a fact Chris and Dan will because I got their tickets. So Nick,
'Cause-
I
Yeah, I
wasn't
am
invited
indebted to you
initially,
now,
so that's why I have to get my tickets from StubHub.
all right. Nick, how about you go next since you're the most talkative of the bunch here?
Talk about what I do.
Well, like activities, fun shit, yeah.
My name's Nick. I play video games.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Hey.
I
didn't
would
know
like
that.
to start biking again because I used to bike and I stopped doing that. That's why I gained weight.
Biker Boys
Yeah.
2K15. Just
Or
right.
what?
Yeah. We're
What
gonna do
happened?
some Biker Boys 2K15.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's actually
So we're gonna-
2K16
I
now.
was gonna say we're gonna vamp it up to 2K16.
Oh, okay, cool.
So,
I'm
you
down.
Hit
know.
up that vet skate park, you know.
Oh,
Yeah, boy. Is
We-
that
Yeah.
place even still
we-
a thing? Last
we-
time I was there, it looked like hell.
Who knows?
we'll be the next level Tony Hawk, okay? Tony Hawk Pro Skater, all right? So we'll be on that same level.
Okay.
Or-
But
so
anyway,
yeah, I
sorry
mean,
to
other than
interrupt you,
that,
Nick.
my musical interests are very divided. I like metal and some other subgenres I don't get into because too many people get butt hurt. But I also like pop.
Nice.
Not a lot. I really don't like actual pop, like as far as pop goes.
Like
One
JP and Chuck.
Direction and 5 Seconds of Summer. That's it. I fucking hate Taylor Swift. I always have. And
Good.
whatever kind of pop stuff. I like country. Get down in the South a little bit, and that's besides classic rock. That's about it. Yeah.
Nice. All right.
Word.
Who wants to go next? Chris?
I'll
Dan?
go.
All right, Chris.
All right, so I am Chris. Let's see. I got back into music probably about 10 years ago. I started playing drums, so I've been doing that. I don't do it as much anymore because I've been at school. Just graduated actually with a
Nice.
degree in exercise science, so we'll see where that takes me.
Got
My
a
spare
graduate in our hands.
Oh, dang,
job, man.
girl. Edumacated.
One of us looks educated. Okay, no.
Okay,
Only one?
so-
Okay.
You're not.
So-
You didn't graduate yet.
Oh, so I'm
Calm
still
down, you're getting there.
so I'm still stupid, right?
No, you're not stupid. You're just not as stupid as me.
Okay, cool.
But,
It's a complicated chart.
Let's see, musical interest. I must say I'm kind of stuck back in the early 2000s. I don't keep up with music as much as these guys do, so most of the time Brandon's telling me, "Oh, check this out," and I'm like, "Okay, cool, I'll check it out." So I'm like more of the old school guy as far as it comes to, you know, alternative, post-hardcore, hardcore punk, that kind of thing.
Still some Silverstein?
Oh yeah, man, I'll be talking.
I haven't
might be
listened to them in
talking-
forever.
I might be talking about them a little bit later. in the show here, so stay tuned. Besides that, if you haven't noticed, if you're watching a video, I'm a bit of a big nerd, if you can see behind me. So I actually enjoy sharing with
Just
you
curious,
guys.
do you like Star Wars?
I'm wearing a shirt. I have a couple
Just a little
posters
bit.
in the background.
They were all gifts. He's just
I
being, he's
gotta
just wearing them
punch
to
that
be
on
polite.
that.
Yeah,
It just
so-
seemed like you might be kind of into it.
That's actually his
Little
brother's
bit.
room. That's not his
Yeah.
room.
I'm in my brother's room.
But yeah, so I have a YouTube where I do videos, video game reviews, a weekly Star Wars show, cool stuff like that. It's called Star Raptor, so make sure you check that out.
I'll make sure to put it
And-
in the description. Definitely.
Yeah, I also
And
have
same with
Twitter. You
Dan,
can follow me at Star
Dan
Raptor.
and Nick.
Yep.
Okay.
So
Your
that is that.
stuff.
Last person, Dan.
All right, Dan, go.
All right, I'm Dan.
Pressure.
No. Wow, that's a lot of pressure, man. I don't know if I can handle this. Oh man, it's not like I've been doing this for 8 hours a day for the past week.
That
But
is
It's like you have a
Um,
job.
yeah, almost. I have
Well, I mean,
more of a
you have a
job.
job, so it's not
I
saying you're
have more of a
unemployed.
job getting not
like a
paid to
job.
do something than when I do get paid to do something.
Yeah.
But
I know what you
so interests are, yes, music, a lot of music, metal. Recently started getting a lot more into blues. Really started to get into blues music recently. Not any artist that I know of. I just kind of find a blues artist and then turn on the radio for Spotify, and that's about that. I do a lot of skipping songs because,
Adventurous.
Spotify is
Is-
amazing.
yeah,
Spotify's great though, yeah.
Bobby Ray. No, that's not his name. But this some guy. All of his songs are about sex stuff. That all the time. But anyway, so pretty much like all kinds of music
Hello.
except country.
Ooh.
Both country.
Same.
There are some
Sorry,
like
Nick.
get out of here. Get out of here, Vita.
Listen.
But no, I like rock kind of country. I
It's like
like
Southern rock.
Southern rock, yeah.
yeah, southern rock. Hey, southern rock.
If we're gonna be
So,
general,
so still not
genre
country.
specific, yeah.
I'm not gonna listen to like drawl
Yeah,
crap. Sorry, man. That's not my thing.
the old ones are better. Okay.
I
That's
mean,
true, I'll
I'll
give that.
I'll
Dwight
take your,
Yoakam. I mean, come on. I'm trying to
man.
convert Brandon over.
No, no, no.
well,
gotta
I'll
get with
take
the
your
Yoakum.
I'll take your
Listen,
word for it, man.
We're gonna sidebar. Nick, I do agree old country is good, but not this new country shit.
I like-
Yeah,
Deal.
yeah.
I think
As close as I get to
what's good.
country is probably like blues and like
Yeah.
maybe some like bluegrass stuff.
You got to get in the blue.
That,
Oh
that's
god,
about it.
that's the crazy.
No.
Din, digga, digga, ding, digga, digga, digga,
Yeah,
digga,
yeah,
like
yeah.
banjos and the fucking fiddles and
like,
shit.
yeah,
Bluegrass.
some of that.
Don't talk about it.
Um,
You'll summon a bluegrass player.
But other than that, I stream. I've been streaming.
Nice.
For quite a while, every day now.
That is true.
Yeah.
Growing my Twitch channel and playing video games and wasting a lot more money than I'm making. Buying new video games and
It's all
returning those
about
video
that.
games and then buying another video game so I could return it. But yeah, that's
Rinse,
about
repeat.
it for me.
Oh, since you guys kind of talked about your music things, I listened, like I said, Under Oath, definitely big influence on what I listen to and stuff. So, but I have a few posters like We Came as Romans,
Yeah.
Bless the Fall, Woe Is Me,
Woohoo!
Miss May I, Memphis Mayfire, ABR, like a bunch of those bands. I listen to a lot of metal, some instrumental like Chon, Polyphia, intervals, like stuff like that. I like a whole mess of things. Country, sorry Nick, is not on my list of things that I like.
You know what? I'll just bend over and y'all can start just sticking it in my ass. Because you're all just.
I'm sorry, man, but that's it. That's the truth. I gotta say, So, but
Well, you didn't grow
think you
up on
can-
a farm.
Do you think you can
rooting,
handle
you know?
the whole Tim McGraw deluxe set up there?
yeah.
Like, is that how loose Ball is? Like, it's a 6 CD deluxe set. I don't know if
Wow.
you can
I
handle
could
that all at
see it.
once.
That's crazy.
You know what 6 sounds like? Sex to my ears.
Oh, dang. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right. Why don't you guys talk about like some of your favorites? Like Chris said, Silverstein. He's gonna be talking about later. I know for a fact that's one of his favorites. But I guess I'll start off. I mean,
remember
I
that
kind of
shit
mentioned
back
some
in
that
the
I liked, but I've been really probably one of more recent favorites have been I the Mighty. I started listening to him like back in their like Pure Volume days, which was
Whoa.
awesome. And so I'm so glad they're signed to Equal Vision. They are a great band. If you haven't checked them out already, I will be talking about them because I actually put them on my top 5 albums of 2015, which is coming up. Who else is another like influential band? Search the City. I don't know if any of you've heard of them. They're kind of like alternative rock. They died out, then they kind of resurfaced with like another album with a new vocalist. It didn't sound nearly as good as their first album. I love that album. I jam it almost all the time. Another good album that I can think of off the top of my head is Beartooth's new album, Disgusting. That one's a great one.
I
If you
forgot
really
about them.
if you really want to know like really good lyrics and like hard-hitting lyrics and great songs to go along just to like sing along with and
Logic.
stuff.
What is
Those
that
are
band?
awesome. What else?
You're gonna get into.
I'm trying to
my
think what else.
Little,
Here's Surveil is really good.
thank you
They're-
for talking in chat
I forget
card.
what album it was. Selfish Machines.
Right now,
Love
we're
that album.
recording this podcast.
Their newest album.
Is that their famous one?
That's
The
the earlier
February.
ones?
Selfish Machines was their second album that they put out. Their first album
Recording
was
this podcast. Yeah.
Like
A
what's
Flavor-
example?
Not
Yeah,
much,
what's
man. How are
examples
you?
of like song titles from that album?
Caraphernalia. Yeah, Caraphernalia. Bestitos.
I think that's the one.
Bestitos.
I think that's the one. Yeah.
What else was another famous song? I can't think. But anyway, so those. What else? ABR's newest album's great.
Yeah.
Found in Faraway Places.
Uh-huh.
Good.
But I think my
Liked it.
favorite, and this has been a long debated question in metal, whether Messengers or Constellations was better. So I'm gonna ask, what do you guys think? I think
I think
I want to
Messengers.
say Constellations. Honestly,
I've been listening to Messengers a lot longer. I've just really take everything off that album. man.
I probably say Constellations. So I say Constellations.
I would
Chris
say
said
Messengers.
Messengers.
Messengers is like my
Yeah.
first introduction to them.
Yeah.
What do you
Yep.
think, Nick? Messengers or
Uh,
Constellations? Or you were?
I'm
did
looking
you-
at the song list right now just because I don't remember off the top of my
Yeah, like
head,
Truth
but I
of
think
a
I'm
Liar
gonna
and
have to
stuff
go
like
with
that.
Constellations as well.
It's
I
really
like that
tou-
one.
Honestly, it's really tough. They
After
both
this
had
Yeah,
review,
decent
Whitewash
songs.
we'll
is
be
like one of my
back
favorite
into
songs by
Dark
them.
Souls 2.
Like Backburners,
Whitewash.
Backburners
Which,
one of my favorites from ABR.
I think I'm coming up
but
on a
like
boss,
Mariana
the first
Trench
boss
is so
right
good,
now.
and that's from Constellations.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I
Vital
don't know.
Signs.
It's
I
tough. It's
love.
tough. It's tough.
Oh man.
Those are both exquisite
Composure. Come
albums.
on, Composure is like my favorite
Composure's
song.
badass
I
It's
too.
might.
so
I
good.
actually I might have. I don't know. It's tough.
See,
That's
it's
tough.
hard. It
It's
is
tough.
hard.
It is
Rex,
tough. That is
Big
probably
Triumph.
that will probably be
Thank you
debated
so much for participating in
ever
the chat,
because
man.
like it's so tough.
Here's your
It's so tough to nail. Just because like Constellations
I'll
was
post it
like
on
so different from
my
Messengers, and then Messengers
my
had
Twitter.
like all of the hits, all of their hits, like
Really?
Backburner, Composure, Vital Signs. Though I forget what other one. There's another one. There's definitely like 4 good songs from that album, but I don't know. It's those that will be debated forever. Like honestly, and I'm sure they get asked that like, what do they
Uh-huh.
think's better and stuff.
Yeah.
But those are kind of my favorite like artist albums sort of thing. Chris, you want to go next?
Yeah, so I'll start off like I mentioned before. I was talking about Silverstein a little bit. They're that rare band actually. I don't think they've had any member changes, and they've been around.
They actually had a member change though. They had
Oh.
their guitar player.
Oh well, he doesn't matter.
The
It's not like the vocals changed.
But
Anybody
no,
can play
like,
guitar.
but
Well,
basically,
excuse me, all right, Nick. He asked if there was member
Anybody.
changes, and I said a guitar player.
So
Well-
one member change.
okay, and they've been
But
around
still,
for
that's
what,
a
like
long time.
15 years or
listen.
something?
That's great. I'm not saying that. I'm just telling you there was a member change.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
I just
We're
stating
just
fact.
saying, don't
Yeah,
Still
need that
rare
information.
for a 15-year-old band.
All right.
Well, I know, like I'm not
Gonna
like
beat me up
ragging
over
on you.
it,
I'm
or
just
what?
saying that is like a rare thing.
No,
Linkin Park has had how many?
a lot.
Quite a bit
Yeah,
for like
Yeah,
not
but-
important members, but
that is
not
true.
like their vocalists. But yeah.
All right, we'll let Chris get back to what he was saying.
Yeah, but no, Silverstein is probably one of the first bands that put like post-hardcore on the map. Really, I mean,
Oh,
they're
yeah.
up there. You know, them and Senses Fail with another band I like.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, those guys just put that on the map. You know, those hard-hitting lyrics. You know, with the clean vocals and with the rougher screaming vocals. So much talent in that band. And every album they come out with is just. I love every album. Really, it's just they're
Are they still
consistent.
making music?
Yeah, they
With
just
Silverstein?
came out.
I
with
didn't
the
know.
album
I
this
honestly
month.
didn't know. Oh
They
shit.
came out with, I think, one of the best albums this month. I'll talk about later, or
I'll have to look
this
that up.
this
But,
year. But yeah, them I really dig. Obviously, Blink 182 is
Oh,
big,
yeah.
big influences.
I think a lot of us. I think
Yeah, I
all
don't
of
think-
us. Yeah, I
yeah,
don't think
I think
anybody. Yeah.
Anybody that grew up and is in their 20s now, you know, during our
Yeah, Blink-182.
generation,
Oh yeah.
they literally have to have Blink 182.
Because you guys hate country, I'm gonna hate Blink 182. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah,
If you say-
such
if
a
you said-
liar.
if
He
you said-
agreed so hard when
honestly,
you said
honestly, if he
Blink-182.
said that, if he said that, I would have just dropped the call and just closed this out.
Yeah,
You keep
yeah,
saying you're gonna drop the call if I do something, and I feel offended.
Do you want me to drop
I'm
the
the,
call?
No, I don't.
Okay, good.
But you keep threatening, and they're empty threats.
Listen,
I'm about to be like, Mom, knock it off.
sorry.
yeah. But Travis
nah.
Barker, I mean, I don't know how people. I know me and Brandon talk about this, but people think that Travis Barker isn't that great of a drummer. But I mean, come on, this guy's one of my greatest influences. He comes from a marching band background, and he just kills it. He just continues to kill it. How old is he now, Brandon? Like
I don't even honestly. I don't know how old they are. They're probably like in their
their
40s,
40s?
right?
Yeah, in their 40s. Another band I love, Alkaline Trio. I mean, I don't know how many times I've seen them at this point. They just kill it live. They're still making music.
Yeah, I know.
Still really consistent band. They just that kind of punk is.
I've only ever
love
heard one song from them.
Plus,
yeah,
I'd have to look it up.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
forget. But it's fairly long.
hmm
plus Skiba's in Blink anyway. So.
yeah. And another band I really love is Bayside, from Bayside Queens. That's where they got their name. They're also one of those bands that came up with Silverstein and around the time of Alkaline Trio. Like again, I told you guys when I introduced myself, I listen to the same damn music from like the early 2000s, and I just can't get away from it. And that's that's definitely Bayside. I've seen them again countless times. Lyrics are really deep, and they got me through high school. That band.
Oh yeah.
Some great
Yeah.
times there, but great music. So I'll bring it to Who hasn't said it yet? Dan?
Dan and Nick have.
Dan and Nick. Okay. Throw it over to you guys.
I'm trying to find that song real quick.
All right, well
'cause
then,
now I
Dan.
want
Did
to
you say
listen to
like
it
most
again.
influential?
Just like bands that you enjoy, like albums. They could be albums too, but just like
Honestly, I would say like the most influential band for me
Yeah.
is My Chemical Romance.
oh yeah,
100%.
Yeah, how can we not?
Oh man,
How can we
like-
not talk
like,
about them? Yeah.
You can't talk
Like,
about that.
I was like, literally, me and my sister were like about to cry when we found out that they broke up last year. I think it was, or
No, it's. I
2014.
think it was 2014.
it was like mid to end last of 2014. Yeah, but I was hurt me, man.
I see that. Hold on, real quick. I seen a meme online. Somebody said that like their last like line they said was like from Helena, like so long and good night.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, I saw
that's
that too.
so sad how they
Yeah.
could go out on that note, like saying that.
And the
from
last show was at Bamboozle. It was in New Jersey. Yeah,
right?
it was in Asbury Park.
Podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks, man.
So how
Well,
fitting.
they're from New Jersey, though,
What was
right?
it
Yeah.
about?
Yeah, I think they are actually.
Yeah.
Well, he has solo stuff out now. Gerard
yeah.
Way.
And so does Frank.
Yeah.
Frankie,
I
yeah.
think
Oh, wait.
Gerard and Frank both have like some solo stuff, and Gerard Way is actually pretty good. I know their one guitarist and stuff like had a band like the next day.
Yeah, that was
Like,
Frank.
already, like I didn't no, the
Really? Oh, interesting.
short hair.
I didn't know that. That's cool.
Oh, I have a public service announcement sort of thing to say. If I don't think we mentioned that we're all from New Jersey.
Oh,
So
yeah.
people like want to know
We're all
because we
in,
might
like,
mention like, oh, they're from Jersey, and
Yeah.
wonder why they keep saying, oh, they're from Jersey because
Yeah,
we
yeah,
have
yeah.
Jersey
We are from
pride.
Jersey.
We're from Jersey.
Yeah.
You get excited because not much is actually in
Yeah.
Jersey.
That is
Because
very true.
every great person from Jersey does not
Fucking
live in New Jersey.
moves.
Yeah.
They
Get
get
the
their
heck out of it.
paycheck and they get the fuck out.
Tom Cruise, Queen
Yeah.
Latifah to name two celebrity
Bon Jovi.
actors. Yeah, Bon Jovi.
Yeah.
Like so many great people. But
yeah.
so definitely My Chemical Romance is one of the most influential. If I ever want to listen to some emotional music, I go to what's the album? Memphis Mayfire. First
Oh,
of all,
yeah.
Vices, that song.
Vices is the song.
Vices,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
bro.
Yeah,
No,
that song
no.
gets me.
No. The Hollow.
The Hollow's good.
Bar
yeah.
none. Bar
But
none.
for- but
Best
The
album.
Vices is
It
probably
gets-
my
Yeah.
favorite song. Just
Isn't that
overall.
it's the
over
album
me.
it's on? Right?
No. Vices
Or
is
no?
on Challenger.
Challenger. Yeah.
Because I have Challenger. That's how I know. Yeah. Yeah, I actually have it right
Yeah,
up
yeah.
there.
Yeah.
So
That's probably Vices is probably the impactful
Oh, yeah.
song of all
It's
their
great.
music for me.
they're great. You definitely if you're not in if you're not in the scene and you haven't heard of Memphis Mayfire, definitely go
Oh.
check them out. Yeah.
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 Other than
they're-
that, I listen to a lot of like electronic bands. Recently, I've been listening to a band, or not a band. It's a group called Magic Sword. I think they only have one album. It's called Volume 1.
okay,
But
cool.
they're like almost like a Daft Punk
Nice. I'll have to check
kind
it.
of,
I like Daft Punk.
but they're
Daft
like it's
Punk
like a
is the
retro
shit.
like 80s style
Like funk, yeah.
like
Nice.
stuff
Yeah.
like that, like you'd get out of like video games, stuff like that.
Not to sidebar or anything. Chris talked about Silverstein, but I'd like to
Pretty much
mention
just talked about
on
whatever
I
we
think it's
felt
on
like it was
Rise's
called.
YouTube channel. You should definitely check
could go
out
wrong?
Silverstein's
another one
documentary
going.
of
Can't
discovering the
find a
waterfront.
crew,
They did like a documentary
or I
of
would like
that
to become
album.
part of one.
It was excellent.
Yeah, because I'll
We
mention
probably
they actually just
look
had
into,
their
like,
10-year anniversary tour
um,
that went through, I think, last winter
Looking
or last
into
spring.
having guests.
It was-
or
I
other
think it was
people-
Whit-
one
I think
hell
it
of a
was- yeah.
tour.
new people
Yeah,
talking
Chris
about
went
it.
to
I've
that one.
I
seen
was
them in
probably
Philly,
gonna be
so
mainly,
that was really
uh,
fun.
Yeah, that's
and
definitely
music, so-
something to mention. Just if you want to get some history like behind them, if you haven't heard of them already, or you just want to know about like discovering the waterfront, because that is
That
one
is
of their
their
best. One of
I
their
think
best.
that's their best album,
Yeah. Oh,
hands
yeah.
down. Really, every single song on that album's amazing. So-
Yeah,
What about Under Oath's movie? Is that thing even out yet?
that thing has been out.
I
It's
can't
only
find
been
it.
it's only been on Blu-ray. Some people have posted like YouTube videos on it, but they're like 5 minutes long
What is it
because
called?
of like
Yeah.
copyright. issues or whatever.
I forget what it's called. Yeah, if
Tired
you,
Violence. That's what it's called.
Oh, I
But
wasn't
they
even aware of
only
that.
drop a
they only
follow,
made like
and then I'll
they
put a
only
little
made
note
like Blu-ray discs
next
and
to your
like
name that you
digital
might be interested
downloads.
in kind
So
of joining in on the podcast.
if you have a Blu-ray
if that's
player,
what
buy
you're
it.
talking about.
Definitely support them. That's awesome.
I got a PS4.
Or PS4
I got an Xbox One.
or whatever plays Blu-ray. Get it. It's well worth your time. I haven't seen it all the way through. I saw like snippets of it, but it's really awesome. It doesn't have Aaron Gillespie, their old drummer, in it. It's just everybody else.
Oh,
It just has everybody else that was in the band at that time.
Aaron
So
was my heart.
I know.
also,
So much talent.
speaking of Under Oath, check out Shane Told of Silverstein's podcast, lead
You
singer.
mean Silverstein?
I said Silverstein, didn't I?
I
No?
think you said Under Oath.
Whatever. Anyway, Shane Told of
Yes.
Silverstein does a podcast on SoundCloud called Lead Singer Syndrome, and he did an
Tell your
interview
mom I
with
said
both
thanks.
Spencer Chamberlain and Aaron Gillespie of Under Oath. So you should definitely go check that out. He also did a few other interviews with Census Failed,
Woohoo.
what else? Wonder Years, Let
Yeah.
Live, like to name a few. So definitely check him out. It's definitely
Yeah, thanks so
interesting
much, Slug,
stuff,
for the
and
follow.
It's definitely cool to hear
What's up,
things from like, a
DVD
different
Jetters?
perspective. So
How's it going, man?
yeah, so that's it. Nick, it's back to you. So influential kind of like bands in your
Well, I've been listening to fucking Bring Me the Horizon since their first actual album,
Oh,
not
yeah.
their
Oh, yeah.
like whatever it is.
Praise
This is
Your
what the edge of
Blessings.
your seat was
Count
made
Your
for.
Blessings, yeah.
Count your
Mm.
Yeah,
blessings.
count your blessings. So they've been their, their inspiration. I guess Daft Punk, because Dan said that, and I go on and off listening to all kinds of music, so it's gonna be hard for me to remember like everybody.
This isn't going to be
Oh,
a Zell podcast.
No,
it's going to be on
I
the
didn't even
YouTube
name
channel.
like half like
It
his
actually
top
belongs
tiers
to
for
the
all
guy
of
on the
them.
left, Brandon.
A Day to Remember.
we're all
Oh,
from
yeah. How did I
New
forget
Jersey.
about
Yeah.
them? I should have said them.
I
We're
should
all
have
actually,
definitely said it.
We're all pretty influenced by a lot of different music. So go drop that a subscription if you feel like it. If you feel like following the channel, I'm gonna be playing a lot of Dark Souls. I'm about to pre-order Dark Souls 3. Once my refund for Rainbow Six Siege goes through, I'll be playing that.
Wow.
Love them too.
That's crazy.
Because there was like the tour. I think they have 3 albums total. I can't remember, but the first 2 were with him doing clean vocals, and the 3rd album is just like the screamer, and it's not bad,
yeah, I heard
but
about
it's
that.
just not 4-letter lie.
Yeah, no,
And I was
heard
like,
about
ugh.
that. I
But
definitely.
yeah, I don't know, like them. If I want to go back to my emo days,
Yeah.
Ooh.
when
Yeah.
I cut my wrist and blacked my eyes.
Hawthorne
Papa-
Heights.
Papa
Hawthorne
Roach,
Heights.
right?
But
my wrists and black my eyes.
yeah,
Yeah, you know.
But I mean, I
Yeah.
don't know. Cause then I got like country influences and shit. I don't know. Like I go fucking by the time Ultra 2016 rolls around, I'll be back in the dubstep and fucking trance and that shit. But
Cool.
yeah, that's it for right now.
I've actually been listening to a lot of like Busta Rhymes and like Nas and stuff like that.
Nice.
Yeah, like old school like hip hop rap and stuff like that.
Nice.
Recently, but
Spiritual
And,
lyrical.
and
man.
Linkin Park, right?
Yeah,
no.
No, Linkin Park's not that bad though.
Linkin Park's good. I just haven't been listening
Their
recently.
old stuff.
Their
Meteor-
newest
Meteor-
album,
Meteora.
Meteora.
Yeah.
newest album.
Ooh.
Gone.
Really?
I hate it.
Oh man, that's no good.
Weren't they having
Oh, like
that's-
hybrid theory.
I just want to
Tell
say
your mom I
Collision
said
Course
thanks.
was their
Thanks
best
for following,
CD. Jay-Z.
Oh,
Come
man.
on.
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot.
No, that, oh
That
god.
infamous CD.
Gotta listen
That
to
CD.
that. Puff Daddy, man.
All right, guys. I think we'll move on to our next segment, which is top
Segue.
5 segue into our top 5 albums of 2015. So, I guess I'll start. These are in no particular order. I just threw them on. I didn't put them 1 through 5. Just some of my favorite albums.
I'm a segue.
Yeah. All right. So my first one is Tori Kelly, Unbreakable Smile. Now, I don't think
Who the
any. I
fuck
don't
is
think.
that?
I don't
I have
think.
no idea
And
what.
you're bitching on me for fucking One Direction and 5 seconds. At least people know
I've
mine.
heard that name,
Okay,
If they
yeah.
hate
Okay.
them.
Okay.
I've heard the
listen,
name Tor Kelly.
Listen. Okay.
Have it.
She is probably going to be the next Mariah Carey. I'm not gonna lie to you. She's
Ooh.
got some pipes.
She's gonna blow her voice out too, because she
No,
keeps hitting them
no,
high notes.
she's really good. Listen, honestly, look her up after. She's great. She's doing a tour in like April, so I might go see her. But anyway, that's besides the point.
Definitely going to be the next Mariah Carey, though. I've heard
Definitely
one of her
definitely
songs.
going to be the next Mariah Carey. She was on the
That's
Grammys.
high praise.
She was on the Grammys not too long ago.
And if I
looks
recall,
like
she's
Shakira.
actually prettier than Mariah Carey.
She is
was
definitely
ever.
Oh, wow.
she is most definitely prettier than Mariah Carey. Yeah.
Especially now, I mean.
Well, I mean,
you know,
than
But anyway,
Mariah Carey ever was. But
Excuse me for fangirling, but yes.
I like that.
But besides that, the whole album is excellent. I think she worked with Pharrell, if I'm not mistaken, on the album, and it's just put together amazingly. Like her voice is exquisite. She plays guitar too, so that's awesome. Just a great album overall. I think it has some features. It has Ed Sheeran in it, LL Cool J, which is really weird, but it actually works.
when the heck has he been relevant in music?
I don't know, but
since never.
that's besides the point. He sounds really good, and just the whole album is just 100% awesome. So definitely check her out if you haven't already. I mean, she's really popular, so I wouldn't be
I
surprised.
thought this was a hardcore podcast.
Listen, it's
What are
a,
you talking
it's
about?
music
It's a
podcast.
variety. Okay? It's variety.
It's
all
Then
right?
you need to
diverse,
say it's a
man.
variety
Listen,
channel.
listen,
No, I'm kidding.
listen, Nick. Variety is the spice of life. Okay.
It's called audio addiction,
Yeah.
not
Oh,
metal
yeah.
Then
addiction.
I'd
Yeah.
like to stop his top 5 and take us away and talk about the wonders of whistlecore.
No, stop.
Yes.
Please. No, stop. No, don't do that. Okay. All right. So anyway, my second album that I have on the list is a instrumental album, and it's Intervals, The Shape and Color. I think it's like 7 songs or something like that. It's all instrumental. Amazingly put together. Aaron Marshall, their guitar player, plays guitar. Like he makes me. I'm super jealous of how good he plays. It's
Wait.
ridiculous.
Hold on. Their
What?
guitar player plays guitar.
Yeah.
That's
Sorry.
nuts. I thought
Thanks
it was
for
like
pointing that out.
Yeah.
Now I look like a doofus. Okay.
No, I'm kidding, man.
Anyway, the album's awesome. It has a bunch of guest features from like Chon. I forget who else, but it's got a ton of guest features.
I know
Really
you said
awesome.
it was a instrumental, but does their singer play the microphone?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He plays the microphone.
Huh.
He mics up that guitar.
Interesting.
But anyway, it's awesome. Definitely worth a listen. My third on my list is Wage War, The Blueprints. They are I guess I would rate them as like a metalcore band. They kind of sound like Ghost Inside almost.
What was
Some
it
cleans.
again?
Wage War. They just signed to Fearless Records. Maybe
What's the album
few months-
name?
The Blueprints or
I
Blue.
feel like I've heard of them.
Yeah, I think we've discussed
You
it.
probably have.
Yeah.
I've heard of them. From
Awesome album. They worked with Jeremy McKinnon of A Day to Remember and Andrew Wade. He did all the production for that album, and it sounds beefy and awesome, and you'll want to punch people in the face after you're done listening to it, just like Nick and Dan over here. Awesome album. Definitely worth checking out.
Mm.
As I said earlier, Ida Mighty is one of my favorite bands, so I couldn't not put them on my list. Ida Mighty, Connector, awesome album. Definitely, if you like more rock-based stuff,
Mm-hmm.
maybe a little bit of like post-hardcore feel to them, but they are awesome. They're gonna be on tour with Coheed and Cambria.
Oh, what?
Uh,
They just released a new album too.
Yeah, they just released a new album as well, or they're going on tour for
Never
their
known.
But anyway, they are going on tour with Coheed, and
I might have to
I
go.
might have
on
to go
that.
to that. So
I might have to go to that one.
they're playing. I think it's Coheed, Glassjaw,
Oh wow.
and Silver Snakes, which is a
No idea who they are.
Silver Snakes is a signee of Coheed and Cambria's like label kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, check out Eye of the Mighty if you like more like rock. It's got an eclectic mix of rock, pop, everything. It's awesome.
Yeet.
And the last one on my top 5, and I have some runner-ups, so I will be talking about them in a moment. But my last band that I picked was Phineas, and their album is called Till the End. They are a metalcore band, but they have the most shreddiest leads you have ever heard in your entire life.
In your
Awesome
life.
band, awesome band to check out. They are actually on tour with For Today,
Love them.
like Mazda Flames and Vanna. Yes, Vanna. So
Nice.
definitely
I
check
haven't
them
heard
out.
that name in a while.
They're
Yeah.
awesome. Definitely check them out if you like that, like kind of. I guess they have a kind of a Kill Switch Gauge and vibe to them. Wouldn't you say, Dan?
Yeah, yeah. And if
Let me
you
cut
tweet
you.
at them, they'll like your tweet.
Yeah.
Let me cut you real
Ooh.
quick.
What?
Three
Who
likes.
enjoyed the return of Kill Switch's original singer?
I did. Jesse
didn't
Lacey.
listen
I
to it.
I fucking hate it. I can't do it.
You like Howard?
I love him
Howard's
too
good.
much. I
Howard's
love Howard.
Howard's in a new band though.
I know he is, but
Huh.
it's just like cuz like there's one song I liked off their first CD,
Which
and
one
I
was
can't
it?
even remember what it
Was
is.
it the one on Guitar Hero?
Yeah, that's the only.
My
yeah,
Curse?
no, that was Guitar Hero 3, and that was with Howard.
No, that's with Howard. I'm talking about the
There's
Curse.
first
a
album with
singer that
their
came out before
original.
Howard. Okay.
Yeah, that's Jesse.
Yeah.
The
That's
white guy?
Jesse Lacey. That's Jesse
Yeah,
Lacey.
the white guy.
Yeah.
I had no idea
So
there
Howard
was,
is the
there was a white guy in there before him.
Yeah. So anyway, some of my runners up, I picked Bring Me the Horizon, That's the Spirit. Definitely different, a departure from their last albums.
great.
It's awesome. Definitely like more rock.
That's why I
Rockish.
can't wait for Dead Weight's album. Supposed to be heavily influenced.
We're gonna talk about that in future episodes, but
Oh yeah, baby.
anyway,
Sneak peek.
besides that, my next one that I had was Secret's new album, Everything That Got Us Here. They just got a new screamer. He sounds great. The album's really awesome. It heavily features their guitar vocalist. It's a lot of cleans. There are some heavier songs, definitely. That's probably why I didn't put it up higher, just because there wasn't like a good mix of like cleans and screams. But definitely a band to check out. They're on tour. They're doing a headliner tour with like Palisades, Too Close to Touch, and Picturesque.
Piss?
Picturesque.
Piss.
Um,
I heard piss come out of that.
another band that I have on here is 21 Pilots, Blurry Face. Now,
Yeet. I like
Dan,
that song.
Dan
Yeah.
knows what I'm talking about. Maybe Chris does. They're kind of like.
I hear him on the radio all the time.
What would you consider them as? It's hard to place them
They're
in a
like
genre.
I would say they're like a almost like a pop rap almost. Like
Yeah.
even though that's not what they seem like. No, I see your face, Nick.
Yeah, Nick's like,
They
I
don't
don't get
they
this.
don't sound like what you'd
Pop
think.
Rap.
Yeah,
They
just-
have a lot of
yeah,
like
pop
imagine
vibes.
think
Yeah.
Imagine Dragons.
I don't like.
Yeah.
I would say
Imagine
kind of
Dragons.
like that.
but
But
like
more
with
like
some rap
rappy.
parts. Yeah,
Or
Mhm.
it's
Yeah, it's
more
pretty
it's more
good
poetic
yeah,
rappy.
exactly. I would definitely agree with that.
It's actually really good. I think
It's awesome. Yeah, I think you would enjoy
Actually,
it.
by the end of the night, I want all of you to listen to one country song. I'm gonna figure out what it is by Jake, only because you guys hate country and it's fucking terrible. Like
I'm
I
sorry.
can't stand it.
I'm
It's
sorry,
the worst
man.
fucking song ever. It's something about breaking up in a small town, but the dude flip flops back and forth from like, "Oh, going to see her at the bar with another man makes me feel weird," and then I'm sitting there doing this, but oh, like he just swaps back and forth from like singing and like country rapping. It's fucking terrible.
All right.
It's
And then
bad.
so my last one on my runners up is State Champs, Around the World and Back. They're kind of like pop punk, definitely. Probably more pop influence than punk. I don't know. It's a nice mix between that. Definitely an awesome album. Their last album, I don't know, I forget what it's called off the top of my head, but that's an awesome album as well. They're doing a world tour with Neck Deep, and that's gonna be great, even though it's sold out. But those are my top 5 albums with some runners up of 2015.
Word.
And
I say no, it's gonna be good because it's sold out.
yeah, it is. It is
Yeah.
like
About to get fruit punched, homie.
who?
Oh, Wonder Years.
That's it. That's who I was.
Yeah.
Remembered that song. I don't
All
know
right.
who it was.
So Nick, do you want to go next?
I guess I could go next.
Right.
Stop it, Brown. Stop it.
All right. Yeah.
But yeah, I guess Absolute first, just because I love them and they're the only band that'll ever come in front of Bring Me the Horizon,
I wonder who it is.
is Haste the Day,
Ooh,
because
Yes.
I
nice.
actually got to see them in concert and they were fucking amazing. We went to the Troc. It was Through the Eyes of the Dead, who I came in on the end of it and they sounded like shit. I could be wrong because I wasn't actually like in the auditorium yet, but it sounded pretty trash. Then it was Haste the Day, and they fucking killed it so hard. Then what the fuck is that band that does 7 days or 6? They do 6.
No, that
Huh?
6 is
Edison? What?
Seosin? Yeah.
That's
No.
Hasten.
no, 6 is not Atreyu. It's All That Remains.
All That Remains.
All That
Oh,
Remains.
They came on. They fucking played every song except 6, and because everybody
my
in the
favorite
fucking
song.
place was drunk, they kept chanting fucking 6. So they did 3 extra songs and eventually did 6. Then As I Lay Dying came on, and by that time
Yes.
it was like 12:30 at night.
Yeah, I remember.
So we had the piece after like a half an hour of their
Oh.
set. They were pretty good though, but
94 hours and
overall, like if I didn't know better, I would have said I went there for Haste the Day. Like they just fucking killed it.
Yeah.
Awesome stage presence.
Nice.
now what does Haste Day sound like? I kind of remember, but just
It's tough to
are they
describe,
kind of like
honestly.
Atreyu? Like they're that kind of metal?
Not really. It's like, God.
It's
I
hard
would
to
say
ex-
they
it's
were
Because they
hard to
like-
had
explain.
so many. I feel like they had so many different styles throughout.
I'd
like
say they could
their
have been
different
like the
CDs.
first metalcore band that I would
yeah.
ever have heard.
Because what was their first album? Burning Bridges? Is
Yeah.
that what it
Yeah.
was called?
Yeah.
That album was awesome, but then
That was
the
awesome,
next
yeah.
one, then they came out with like Stitches. That CD didn't quite sound like any of their other CDs, but that one was still awesome. And then I forget what came out after Stitches, but eventually it was blah blah blah, the Wolf King, some shit, and that was kind of decent. I wasn't
Yeah.
quite into it, but Coward just fucking kills it because it's
What
got
up,
all the
Gavin?
original people and the new people. So it's got what I
Our
think
old
in
lineup,
total the
yeah.
3 guitarists, the 2
two
vocalists,
yeah.
and they take
can
turns
watch me
doing
get
songs on
extremely
the
mad
album,
at,
and then there's
Dark
songs
Souls
that they do
2
together,
after
and
this.
it's just fucking dope.
I will be
But yeah,
extremely
Haste
mad
the Day,
'cause
Bring Me the Horizon would
so
be
frustrating.
second, just because I gotta
hate Dark
throw it in
Souls.
there.
That's why I'm playing it.
Yeah.
Um,
Definitely.
Breaking Benjamin, just
Nice,
because
yeah.
they bay, you know,
They are
Yeah.
they're
good.
just good.
They're awesome. Yeah.
Uh,
definitely.
We Are Harlot, because Danny
No, I
Worsnop is
haven't heard of
God.
them before.
We Are Harlot.
Yeah.
It's
They're good.
They're fucking awesome.
They're awesome.
Fuck
Yeah.
Asking Alexandria. They're garbage now.
That's
We Are
that's
Harlot
a,
is good.
that's a
They
topic
changed,
for another
they
day.
changed their singer, right?
Yeah, and
it's-
the
it's
singer's
the-
trash, and they're trash now.
It's
But yeah, like
the singer
Randall
from
said,
Ask Alexandria.
Nick, you
is
could save that
new
shit
band.
for later, all right?
I'll
Okay.
scream about that another day because fuck them. Five Finger Death Punch. I really only got into them recently, but they're not bad. They're not
they're
bad.
good.
They're pretty
You're
alright.
okay, yeah.
And then my honorable mentions
Nice.
are One Direction, Made in the AM. You know what I'm saying?
Oh baby.
You know what I'm saying? Then you got 5 Seconds of Summer. Sounds good, feels good, because you got to feels good. You know what I'm saying?
Got put in that heart.
Eric Church,
Interesting, yeah.
Devil Wears Prada.
Oh yeah.
Because I haven't
Came
gotten
out
to
with
listen to
album?
that either.
Yeah.
They came out with like an
That
EP. It
EP?
was called the
That-
Alien
the-
EP.
the
It
space
wasn't the
EP?
zombie EP though.
No, it's a
No,
space,
no.
It's a space EP.
Okay.
Space
I can't
EP.
keep track of them anymore.
It's
I
awesome.
haven't really listened to it.
It's
I think I
awesome.
heard a song or
I haven't
two.
listened to it at all. I didn't even know it existed.
It's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. That's fine.
I'll check it out.
I
Definitely.
listened to the whole thing. It's great.
Oh god,
Like-
it's fucking what's the first one they released? The first single that they released as a music video.
Shit. It was
That's my favorite so far.
I
Out of like the two I've heard.
I can look it
But
up. I know which one you're talking about though.
a Scarlet Drive came out with a CD,
They're still
and
around.
yeah, they lost their like dirty vocalist and guitarist and their
Okay.
drummer.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So they lost Corey LaQuay and whatever the guitarist's name was. They got Motionless in White's drummer. So they have their drummer now. And they got some random dude who sounds and almost practically looks exactly like their fucking original guitarist.
Okay.
so their sound didn't change too much. I don't know. I loved Corey LaQuay on drums, but I feel like this dude's killing it. Like there's just the few songs I've heard just sound heavier. Plus he looks dope.
Was it good?
I can't.
Was it actually good or not really?
I haven't listened to all of it yet. I've heard like 2 songs, and I mean, for as shitty as Adelphia was, I can say it's not that bad. Was Adelphia? Was it Adelphia? I'm
No,
pretty sure
Adelphia was
Adelphia was
good.
the shitty one.
No,
You
Adelphia
liked
was
Adelphia? I
Uh,
liked fucking
It's okay.
what was the one right
I only
before
listened to the
Adelphia?
first one, really.
the first one was
Wires,
good.
Wires.
Yeah,
Wires and the
Yeah.
concept of breathing, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
that was the
Mhm.
amazing.
That was fucking amazing. The first
Yep.
one was awesome, but they had that
Adelphia.
other dude.
Anyway,
And-
Nick, the song
yeah.
you were thinking of by Devil Wears Prada was Supernova.
Yes, Supernova. I fucking love that song. But
But the whole, not to interject or anything, but the whole
well, you're
album,
doing it. No, I'm
sorry.
kidding. I'm good. Go ahead. I'm just fucking with you.
The whole album is about space, obviously.
Mhm.
So like all of their title songs are named after space stuff that happens. It's really good. Like if
Yeah,
you
it's tight.
like their zombie EP,
Yeah,
I highly recommend you listen to this.
You gonna you gonna go dope AF on this shit.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
it's just off the hinge.
It's like
It is
a
on.
You
little
gonna
off
get
topic.
live.
I didn't even know that Skylit Drive came out with a new album since Identity on Fire 5 years ago.
Wow.
That was-
That's
like
the
me
last
too.
time I listened to them.
I didn't
That's pretty
like
much like me
Identity on
too,
Fire
Tim.
though, and
Yeah,
that's why I
same.
forgot about them.
There's
Same.
a
Identity on
couple
Fire was
songs
kind
on
of
it that are
really bad.
good.
I know they came out with I don't remember the name of the album, but I know they came out with a song called like Exoskeleton or something. And that was off of their album, I think, after that one.
Woo!
But I don't know. Wires in the concept.
The
Yeah, that
Gila,
one's
Yeah,
great.
thank you
That's
so
the
much
one.
for
Yeah,
the
that's
host,
Opinions
man.
is the best.
That is amazing.
But
Thank you.
Jordan Blake, I think, was their original, or yeah, Jordan Blake was their original, and he
Yeah.
was pretty good, but
All right.
he
So,
left.
Sorry, I was stoked because my channel got a host from
Nice.
the Gila.
nice.
Oh, nice.
What's up, guys?
Thank you,
Thanks.
Gila.
Yeah, thank you, Gila.
Appreciate
All right.
it.
So
And that's what I was talking about. Is he makes the rap music and like the spoken word stuff on
Then I just want to
SoundCloud.
let you, I just
Nice.
remind you, it's
Yeah,
my
he-
turn to
he-
call.
told me
I'm
that.
almost done.
Interested in this?
all right,
So you
awesome.
know.
I'll definitely
Alright.
check it out. So
Okay.
you want to go next,
Go.
Dan? Since you're talking,
I'm done. I'm done.
Nick, are you done talking?
he's
You
done.
know
talking.
what? I'm not fucking done talking. No,
No.
go ahead.
I didn't want to take your.
Well, you did. You did. You
Oh,
killed
I'm
my
sorry.
fucking jive, and I'm just done.
It was
No, I'm
the
kidding.
it was
Go
the
ahead.
host that killed it.
Oh,
Nah, it's all
Sorry,
good.
Gila, I'm blaming you.
Take it away, Danny boy.
All right. First on my list, these are not in. I guess I'll say them. One from the. Really stuck to or not, but I know
Yeah, that was
you
a
know the
guideline,
whole
but-
kind
the
of.
whole the whole point of this is to kind of
See
this
what
is the
we're
general
about.
thing.
See what we're
Yeah.
about. Yeah.
so like moths to flames, the dying
Nice.
things we live for.
I gotta listen to that.
Is this?
Yes, it was awesome.
Yeah, the song. My favorite song is No King.
Yeah, that one's a good one. I like that one. Definitely. Definitely. It was good. I like that pick.
Oh, sorry. The G Law. It's pronounced capital G. Got you.
Okay.
Sorry. I'm streaming and
Good job, Dan.
you know this.
Getting a host and you can't even say his name.
Oh,
I never
Call
asked
out.
him. I never asked him.
All right.
Second album would definitely be We Are Harlot.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
and
Well, I'm
that
definitely
is
gonna.
also the name.
I'm gonna have to
Oh,
listen to
just-
this
yeah.
band now
Cut
because
you off for
everybody's
a second.
raving about
just
him.
just so
Favorite
Chris
song
knows,
is
they're
Dancing
like,
on Nails.
fuck, what am I doing? I'm doing something wrong. No, okay,
Classic
I'm just
rock
freaking out.
almost.
Yeah, they're like classic rock.
Yeah.
It's
Nice.
pretty dope.
I like that.
Dancing on Nails is definitely would be a really good example of how they sound or how I will expect that they will continue to sound.
They got another song out. I don't know when it came out, but I think it's called The One, and that one's really good.
Mm.
It's a good song. Good
Yeah.
stuff.
Nice.
Um,
All right. So third one.
Third one.
It's all right.
What the?
We ain't professional. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Girl. All right. Third one would be. Oh man, I'm trying to like narrow it down. I'm looking at this list.
Isn't it tough? Yeah, it's tough.
The Plot and You, Their
Nice,
Happiness and
okay.
Self-Destruction,
Yeah.
which was the song I played earlier. Pillhead is it is supreme. I like
Are they
it a lot.
still as heavy as when we seen them, Brandon? Like they were playing.
Oh, yeah.
What tuning?
Yeah,
What tuning were they playing? It was just dirty, man. That was. crazy.
I don't remember, dude.
It was
They were
just so
playing
heavy.
Yeah, that's
They are
that's
just
the
they are
sound I
just
like.
as heavy. Yeah, they are
That's
just
why
as
I
heavy.
like Moss the Flames took top spot because I love all of their songs.
I legitimately
It's so
don't.
angry
I don't.
and it's great.
I don't care that they're generic. Like they do generic good.
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
I was talking to like my other friend, and we were talking about
Hmm.
that album. And it's like no matter what they put out, like because it sounds generic as shit, and people are gonna complain about it. But
But
like
they don't
they do
Nickelback
it the
it.
best.
Gotcha.
They
Is it
do the
better now?
best
It should be better
generic.
now.
Like there's really, I don't have an issue with that because it just sounds good.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Let's see now. And then the Magic Sword album,
nice.
Volume 1. Definitely, if you like the like 80s like retro beats and almost it's almost like a 8-bit video game soundtrack.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying? Like old
I
love that
arcade style
retro
music.
Have you ever looked up?
It's so
Chip-
good.
Is it chiptune? It's called.
No,
Yeah.
I haven't heard of it.
I've heard of what you're talking
It's all 8-bit music. I think it's called chiptune or chip beat or some shit.
I
But
got you. Yeah, they're not like 8-bit, but
it just
going off of
sounds-
that, like the basic style of music that the 8-bit songs are, it's like that.
Nice.
And then Memphis Mayfire's Unconditional Deluxe, because I know it came out in 2014, but the deluxe album.
has like
So
newer
I
tracks.
chose
Oh,
that.
you're
Couple
squeezing
tracks.
it in there with the
That's
grandfather.
that's kind of like
really,
a,
I'm
Well,
really
let's-
squeezing it in.
we'll let that one go, Dan.
Yeah, but Speechless
school.
on that song really hits me in the feels.
No, it's a great album.
Yeah, it's really
no
it's
doubt,
really good.
but no
Yeah.
doubt, but that was a cheat a little bit. We'll give
Yeah,
it to you though.
definitely cheat.
He
Definitely.
Okay,
grandfathered it.
Well, yeah, definitely what Nick said.
Yeah.
All right, Chris. Last but certainly not least.
Alrighty, so I'm not listing these in any particular order, but first off, I'm going to mention
Sweet, man.
Motion
I
City
got a
Soundtrack
program,
came
it's
out with an
called-
album called Panic Station. Now, I haven't
Uh,
listened to these guys
It's
in a
called
long time.
Since like the
Voice
second album,
Meter,
right? That's what I
MEETER,
Yeah, I-
Banana.
first or second album. That's what
it's
I
a
said.
Yeah, their first album was I Am the Movie. and the
digital
second album was,
audio
Commit
board
This to,
where you can
Memory.
change the
So
quality
band,
of
if you haven't heard them,
your
they're like
microphone
pop punk
and,
slash, now they're more like alternative.
obviously
pretty much.
capture
But
your
yeah, so it was nice to
PC's
just listen to this album and it brings me back to
sound. So
what they're all
instead of
about,
having to go into
heavy synth,
individual
heavy on the
programs
synth,
or having to
super fun
open up
stuff.
your little control panel and stuff like
Something
that, you could
else
just
I
use
listened
this.
to,
And
like,
they also
the
have,
Wonder Years. I think
Nice.
Virtual
Nick
audio
mentioned it earlier
cables
with one of the
for-
songs.
About to get fruit punched, homie.
Yeah,
linking
that's it.
programs as
They
hardware.
came out with an album called No Closer to Heaven, and they're actually a band that's nearby us in
Yeah.
Jersey. They're from Philly, so
Yeah.
I've seen them a bunch of times, and they just keep putting on another great album after
Oh,
another
nice,
great
man.
album. These guys are just look out for them. They're getting big now. They're getting real big.
Their new
I'll check
album
them
was
out.
great too. I enjoyed
Yeah,
it. I enjoyed
Especially
it.
that one song, Cardinal.
Oh yeah.
That
So good.
so good. Another one I liked, Bring Me the Horizon. That's a Spirit, of course. We've talked about that a little bit. But I just want to say, like, these guys have come a long way since Count Your Blessings. Like, their
Yeah.
I like their new
Sound.
style.
sound, they used to be like deathcore.
Oh yeah.
Just like
Mhm.
yeah, like Pray for Plagues, like Stevie Wonder, and
Oh,
now
yeah.
they're doing
Oh
stuff
God,
like
Stevie Wonder. I forgot about that.
yeah, but now
Lot
like
Lake Vegas.
yeah, like it was a revelation because I was at the gym and I like heard one of their songs off this album playing over the gym's like PA. I'm like, holy crap!
Really?
I'm actually hearing a Bring Me the Horizon song like on the
on the
radio.
radio. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's so weird.
Nuts! Like they're going for like the more of the mainstream, I guess, but
Yeah.
like it works so well.
Yeah.
It's still
Like-
really good.
Oh, I love it. Like the clean vocals now he's got.
Yeah.
And it's just yeah, the hooks and everything in it are great.
Yeah.
I think it's weird, like especially since all four of us have listened to them like That's the Spirit.
Mhm.
Like it's just weird to hear them like on the radio. Like,
Yeah,
sometimes.
exactly.
Yeah.
Just because like you're so used to like Nick was screaming like some of their older stuff. Like
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so odd. Like you would never expect like
I know.
Well,
them to be on the radio.
it's a really great.
It's a good thing.
They're doing something that bands normally have like the
Fucking
most trouble
fail to.
or fail with. They've actually succeeded at growing with us as their listeners.
They
Didn't-
evolved.
Like we've grown to be able to appreciate that type of music, and they've grown to be able to play it amazingly. You know,
Yeah, I
and it's
definitely.
something that so many bands just fall off the face of the earth
Maybe
after trying to do.
Brandon knows this. Did they get Bleeding Through's keyboardist?
What is up,
I
I don't
Blue
think
Night
it was
of Another?
bleeding through. I
How's
think
it
it was.
going?
I
I'm
Killed the
recording
Prom
this,
Queen,
or
if
we
I'm
are
not
doing
mistaken.
I might be
podcast.
thinking of a different band, but
And,
yeah, I don't know. I thought it was Bleeding Through.
It'll
No,
be
They died?
No,
will
Bleeding
be
Through's still around.
uploaded
Actually,
onto this
their
YouTube channel.
vocalist
If
just
you want to
released
check it
a
out
new
and
album.
subscribe, we're going to be
So-
doing this about
it's good.
between 2 and
I think it's
4
called like the
times a
Iron
month.
something. I forget exactly.
Um,
I'll maybe post in the
It's
description.
audio.
Okay.
It's called
That's
Audio
posted.
Addiction,
2 videos
Obviously.
for
where
Chris.
we'll
in
be talking
Skype.
about
This is
latest
PR
news,
Harlot.
Oh, okay.
our
I see 'em.
Oh, nice.
personal
I'll have to check them out.
opinions,
Yeah,
I think
on
I
new
asked
albums,
this already. I'm not sure.
stuff that's
Do
going
you know
on
a
with
Trey
tours
CD?
and
I
just
haven't-
band news in
forgot
general.
about that.
Honestly,
I haven't
I mean,
seen
I
it.
heard their single that isn't even on the
if you want to drop
album,
a
and I
follow,
thought that
I'll
was very
probably
cool.
be
I remember that.
casting every time that we are in the making of
But anyway, so
of,
yeah, I
the
have,
podcast.
Silver Scene also came out with a really good album this year.
Yeah.
I'm Alive and Everything I Touch.
That was awesome.
That
Yeah.
really, like, Brandon and me were talking about this. It kind of seems like they're going back to their roots with this album.
Yeah.
And it just, they're just great musicians all around. I really like the one track off of there called Milestone.
Yeah.
It's just like
Oh,
the
yeah.
beginning of the song. Well, the whole hook is Shane Told, the singer, just screaming with no instrumentals in the background. It's just
Telling your
you
mom
see
I
how
said thank.
powerful this guy is
Yeah.
as a vocalist.
thank you
after
so
all
much
these
for the
years. And he's like one of the best clean vocalists too,
follow.
going back and forth.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
guessing it's you, Blue.
Just I love that
Blue Night of
album.
Another.
And
Thanks for
finally,
the follow, man.
Of course, I have to say,
Really helping me grow my
August Burns
channel.
Red, found in faraway
Nice,
places.
yeah.
South, blew me away. I have this CD in my car for like 6 months now. I just can't take it out of there because I just listen to it all the time. These guys, you got to give them credit. These guys kill it in this album.
We'll definitely be talking about them later. We have a little side
no,
note
this
to
is
talk about
bad.
them.
Is this ABR you're talking
Oh, yeah.
about?
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I haven't heard any of their new shit.
Oh,
It's-
you're in for a treat.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
it's
I have
awesome.
a lot of
like, what we were talking
Filthy
about with Bring
Frank
Me the Horizon. It was awesome because like
influence
they're
humor.
evolving
He's
too, like,
the
music-wise,
best
like,
YouTuber I've
they
ever seen.
definitely
Honestly,
pulled from
I
different
listen to
genres
Pink
of
Guy's
music.
album like
It's
every
awesome.
couple days.
It's awesome
Oh,
to
yeah.
hear their progression. Like some songs you'd
And
be
yeah,
like,
you can,
oh
like,
man, like I would never
There,
expect
there
that
shouldn't be any
from,
problem with that.
from them. Like
I
maybe
like
back
it.
in their Messenger days. but,
I'll
like,
even share it with
they definitely
the rest of the people in the cast.
musicianship wise, they've grown so much.
I
over
love
the
how
years.
they have like interludes, intermix.
Oh yeah,
Tracks are just so cool, and like they even have like the one track I forget what it's called, but it's got Jeremy McKinnon on it from ADDR.
oh Ghost.
Yeah, that
Nice,
even,
man.
like, the
Yeah,
first
that's great.
track,
No,
oh,
it is
like,
amazing. It is in no
like,
way
right from
bad,
that
dude.
track, I'm like, oh, this album's full of great things. Like,
Oh,
right
yeah.
from the get-go, that thing just punches you in the face, and you're just like,
What are you
Okay.
laughing at, Dan?
I know this is because I'm talking to one of the viewers.
Okay.
Blue Night of Another. He says he wanted to suggest and link an album
Oh
that
god.
he thought would be really good,
Was it bad
and
or
then he
good?
heard my sub sound. And you know where this is going, Nick?
No.
He
Don't-
wanted us
What's
to
it?
check out the Filthy Frank album.
Oh my god.
Yes. We have another one. Yeah,
Oh
man.
god.
All right. Sorry,
Yeah,
that's totally off topic.
Keep that shit to your stream, Dan.
What?
I don't
I
need this
gotta
shit
ask.
Man,
melting
it's
over
music.
here.
What are you listening to that you're sitting there like mouth singing the
Yeah.
entire time, Dan? Because I've been
Me?
copying you for like 30 seconds before you started laughing.
Yeah,
I
that
was
was-
like, you took a drink and I took a drink, and then you scratched your head and I
No,
scratched my head.
I was reading chat and talking.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right, cool.
I was just
Yes.
copying you.
All
Yeah,
right,
no problem.
so that's it for me. So back to you, Brandon.
awesome. So our next segment is new artists we found or like been listening to. I don't think I have the most because I did
No,
like,
you're
a
not
lot of
failing,
research
man.
on it, and that's
Rice
no
Balls,
fault
yeah,
of
Sonny
any of
Gary's
these
the
other
best
guys.
song.
But,
I actually thought
Trap
of
Down
one.
Punk's good.
oh, did
What's
you?
up,
Nice.
Minecraft?
Okay. So
No,
I'll go
Big
first
G
because I
Laws.
obviously have the most because I took some time out.
It's a lot
Probably
of
will
it's a lot
pick
of
the
like
same
metal
one I'm
bands
gonna say.
who were all
I hope
probably the
not.
most
You're the
influenced
one that
by,
told me
honestly.
about 'em.
Oh, did I? Oh shit.
But
All right.
if anything,
Let's
it'll
just say it,
help
don't
out.
be-
Want me
All
to
right.
just
Chris
say
say
it?
it. Chris say it.
If anything, it'll
Okay,
help
So this new band was
or
formed,
it'll
by a couple
help you
people,
to
including
broaden your
screamer
horizons, I
from
guess.
We Came as Romans, Dave.
Oh
David's his name,
yeah.
right?
Yeah. Dave.
Crucible.
Yeah.
You gotta check
they
that
are-
band out. They're
they
really
are
Oh,
awesome.
Crucible's so
heavy,
good, man.
heavy band, but they're sweet.
They're-
Yeah,
That's
I love
my
their album.
band.
That is such an awesome album.
Yeah.
Especially if you like go to the gym, that'll make you want to
Oh
like
yeah.
rip somebody's
I'll
face
pump
off.
you up, man. You just wanna.
It's disgusting how heavy it is. But I think
That's a good
It's-
album too.
it's 3 members of We Came as Romans, their guitar player, their bass player, and then Dave obviously screamer. And then they have Taproot's drummer
Yeah.
and guitar
Holy
player.
shit! I
Yeah.
haven't heard that name in a long ass time.
Yeah, so
Damn.
definitely give them a listen if you like
Listen to
heavy,
Marshmello,
like,
EDM
metal
artist.
core music because it's
I'll
ridiculously
I'll probably check it out, honestly.
I wasn't gonna say that, so you definitely took that. I was gonna mention them, but that's good that you
It's a
did that.
good thing.
Uh,
Let's go first.
all right, so
Yeah.
who I've been listening to, I have quite a few actually, but the first one I'll mention
Oh yeah,
is
man, I love this mic.
their band out
Because
of
I get rid of so many of the high
Paris,
frequencies.
France, if I'm not
I'm
mistaken.
listening to it right now.
But they're
Like,
called,
it used to
they're
sound like this.
called, they're called Novelists.
Feels bad, man.
And
So now it sounds like
they are nuts. Like they
ooh.
are probably
pretty
one of the
sexy.
coolest new like prog metalcore bands yet. Like they're so good. I'll probably put a link in the description. I didn't do any links for any of these other people that I'm going to mention later, but you should definitely check out Novelists because they are awesome. They are from France, but they speak all of their verses are in English, so you won't have a problem like if you don't understand French. So
Word.
if that's an issue, it's not. He does like
It's not an
clean-
issue.
not an issue.
If it is, no, it's not. Shut up.
So, this vocalist does cleans and screams, and it's just brutal. It's awesome. It's like a nice mix of some some really good cleans and really like brutal screams. So definitely check them out. Another band,
No, we actually just
another
mentioned
band that
Blurry
I
Face by
have,
21 Pilots. It's
another
so
band
good.
that I have on my list,
We all,
and they're actually on
except
tour
for,
with
the
State
guy in the middle,
Champs,
Nick.
Neck
we all
Deep,
like them.
and Knuckle Puck, and they're called Like Pacific. They just signed to Pure Noise Records. If you haven't checked out that record label, I think they have like 4 years strong, like a bunch of pop punk bands, hardcore bands. They're a really good label to check out if you haven't already. But if you like emotional, like pop punk, really good pop punk music, they're definitely gonna be a
I
force.
like this.
They're definitely gonna be a force to be reckoned with in the scene.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll stick with the heavies. Crystal Lake, out
So
of
good.
Japan. They are nuts.
I like them.
They are nuts. Like they sound like a Japanese version of The Ghost Inside. They sound so good. Definitely worth checking them out. I don't know if they have any
Really
plans
good.
to come to the U.S. I showed them to Dan.
Yeah, especially
are-
that. What was it? What's that? I say I never listened to this band. The cover that they did.
Oh, Limp Bizkit.
Yeah, the
Well,
Limp Bizkit cover
it's awesome.
is so good.
It is really good.
Oh my god.
And I think they released an album last year. It's called The Sign.
hmm
If you haven't listened to them, check that out. Definitely them up. Yeah, I think they signed to Artery Recording, so hopefully they come. Hopefully they come around here because that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Another band out of Australia. They are also like a prog metalcore kind of a thing.
Place.
Their name is Polaris. I think I
heard
posted
of them.
I've heard of that.
I've heard of
a
them.
few songs off of their EP on Dan's stream.
Yeah.
That's
I've also
not-
gotten to listen
that's
to them
not-
on
that's not-
Chinglish's stream.
That's not a plug or anything, but
Yeah.
anyway, so definitely check them out. They are awesome. They did their record with the same people who do August Burns Red records. So if you like that same
That
like,
did
mixed style,
sound familiar.
Yeah.
Word, all right, man.
Yeah.
I'll
yeah, they definitely sound awesome.
copy and paste it into
Um,
the Skype call.
Another band I have on my list, and they're unsigned, and I think they're based out of Florida. Their name is Makari, and they sound I don't know. I wouldn't know what to like explain them as. It's really weird. They kind of sound like if Dance Gavin Dance didn't have any screams. They have like that nice like funk kind of like pop vibe to them. Um, vocalist wise, I'd compare him their vocalist to maybe like Tillin Pearson of DGD or
What's
or
DGD?
Dance
Oh,
Gavin
Dance
Dance
Gavin Dance.
or
What is up,
maybe
Pox? How's it
Kellen Quinn
going?
of Sleeping with Sirens. He definitely has like that
Okay.
higher range voice. They're awesome. I think you can buy their EP on like merch now or Bandcamp.
Mm,
Another band
probably.
that I saw recently was Rival Choir. They used to be Mouth of the South,
I've
which
heard of
was an
them.
awesome another band. But Rival Choir, I just bought their album. It's actually sitting on my desk over there. I still have to put it on my computer and like put it on my Zune. I know I still have a Zune.
Yeah,
You
I'm
have
a
a
Zune guy
Zune?
too.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
do.
I wish I had a Zune. I didn't have money for a Zune back in the day, and I really wanted one.
That thing has taken a beating. I'll tell
I'll
you
be
that.
right
Yeah.
back. I'm gonna go to
It's
the
still
bathroom.
alive,
Those things will live through anything, man.
but that's besides the
It's
point.
like a Nokia phone.
It is. It pretty much is. It's the Nokia phone of music shit. Pretty much.
Yeet.
What else? But anyway, check them out. They changed members like a few times, and they didn't want to stay with Mouth of the South because they didn't feel like it was right for them. So they changed to Rival Choir. Awesome band. Definitely check them out. They're on tour with O Sleeper now. Um, buy their record. It's really great. It's definitely worth purchasing. And the last person I have, I actually forgot to mention one more. I'll add them real quick. Is Seraphim out of Michigan, I believe, or something like that. I'm not exactly sure. I'll have to find them, but they've been doing covers of like famous songs just like other bands do. I think they did a cover of The Weeknd, two covers of The Weeknd, and a cover of Drake's Hotline Bling. So
Hi, Brian Brink.
uh definitely very
Yes, sir.
popular songs. Definitely popular songs. So check them out because they do like heavy spins on like popular songs. So but they're releasing an EP in March. Hopefully they have it up for pre-order, like physical copies. That'd be awesome because I'd like to pick one up from them. And my last person I have kind of sounds like The Weeknd, and his name's Travis Garland. I don't know if you've ever heard of him,
Nope.
but he does covers on YouTube as well as I don't know if he has an album out or not, but he sounds really great. Like I would probably compare him to The Weeknd. He definitely has that like R&B soul kind of vibe to him.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, I try to be diverse in what I listen to, so even though I named quite a few metal bands, I try to balance it out with like bands that typically, you wouldn't like if I named like three metal bands, you wouldn't expect me to listen to maybe like softer stuff. So definitely check.
Gotta have variety.
Gotta have variety. Yeah, definitely.
What's a good Weekend song? Because I've never listened to them.
What would you say is a good weekend song, Dan?
Um,
I Can't Feel My Face is always a classic, but
Earned It.
Earned It, yeah.
I like
That
Earned
was-
It. It's a good song. There's
in
a
the
lot of
night-
songs that are just like about like fucking that pussy, man. Honestly, like literally, that's one of the lyrics is like from one of his songs. Like,
Pretty much.
yeah,
I think I'm
but,
gonna like them a lot.
but
Okay.
but a lot of the music quality to a lot of his songs is really really good.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely. I definitely agree with that. Anybody else have any like new artists they've
Yeah.
been listening
You
to?
gotta
Chris
go-
already
you
named
gotta go pee. You
Crucible,
gotta
so
go pee. I've
I
got,
don't
like,
have any new artists,
2 monsters
but
and like
I have
3 cans of
been
Coke today.
recently
like,
getting into In This Moment.
oh yeah, they're great.
I love their cover of Call Me. It's fucking awesome
Is
because
that a female-led band?
yeah.
Thought
Yeah,
so, yeah.
Oh,
And
I have a question
'cause-
from a viewer after you're done.
Okay, I was just gonna say, where I work, they play classic rock all the time, so I didn't even
Nice.
know Blondie originally did the song, but when I heard it over the radio, I was like, oh shit, damn, she killed it.
Oh,
But other than that, I've been getting into Led Zeppelin recently for some
Oh
reason.
yeah.
Led
Dude,
Zeppelin's the shit.
they're such a classic band. Like
And
They're awesome. I would agree with you, yeah, definitely.
Other than that, just I forget what's her name. The old singer of fuck now, fuck it, forget it. Brain
Don't
worry
fart.
about it.
Dead.
Okay.
Done with it.
Well, if you remember it later, just tell us
What's the
up.
question,
All right,
Dan?
Dan. Yeah,
Fucking-
what's the question? Oh man, he's not gonna tell us.
He said, "Is it true? All right,
Okay.
Asians are good at homework." He heard it in a song.
Well, first of all, I'm quote unquote not a real Asian.
Fake Asian.
I am adopted, so I'm as far away from real Asian as possible. I am pretty much a white man trapped in an Asian man's skin.
You
That's
know,
how
they
I like to
probably have
express
plastic surgery for that, or
Yeah.
they probably will eventually. Honestly,
Yeah.
like I'm actually black,
Yeah.
but as you can tell from my webcam, I look very pasty.
So I'm sorry, man. I probably can't help you out with your.
Yeah, that's the only time I'm gonna ask a question from viewers.
That's okay
but
though. I thought that
Otherwise,
was.
it'll be like YouTube comments I'll bring up or something.
I thought it was funny.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
All right, so.
Arch Enemy.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Arch
yeah,
Enemy.
I remember
Their
that.
new singer. I fucking loved her old shit.
Nice.
But now I forget what the fuck she was in. God. Yeah, fuck it. Done. Just kill it. Run it over. It's done. Just
All right.
moving on.
So we were debating on whether or not to talk about like tours or shows, but we felt like it would be too hectic just because like we would be talking like in advance about shows. So we're gonna kind of skip over that, and maybe you could just leave in the comments if you're going to any shows coming up in your area or like bigger known like national tours or something. So anyway, the last two things I have to talk about was ABR being nominated for a Grammy. That's kind of a big thing. I'm sure I've definitely posted about it, and I've definitely seen it around. But I just want to get your guys' thoughts on it. Like, I feel like it's a great thing for our scene just to like, maybe like even though they didn't win, because I think Ghost won, if I'm not mistaken, the Grammy for that for a best metal performance or whatever. But I feel like they have been around for so long and they've worked really hard for where they've been, and I feel like they definitely deserve even to be nominated. Not even like it would be awesome for them to win, and I hope they win down the line. Like, but it's awesome to see that they are just getting much bigger like as the years go on. So
because
I'm definitely
in our...
proud to like seen them so many times in concerts and meet them personally. It's definitely a huge deal. August Burns Red.
Oh, okay. I missed it in the beginning. I zoned out for a second.
So yeah,
it's about time these guys get recognized. These musicians are impressive. I mean, just listen to their music. How the timing in it is in each of their songs, especially like I said, one of my favorite albums of 2015 was Found in Faraway Place. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, these guys about time. So I'm really happy to see them. They were at least
Honestly,
nominated, like you said, to get
me, but I have,
recognition for the scene.
The room really
it's great to see them in that broad mainstream kind of work their way into revealing, the scene that way and all. So.
Oh yeah, absolutely. What do you think, Dan?
Well, yeah, I was gonna say, especially because they definitely deserved to me to win, because especially in the metal scene, as if you even bring up ABR when talking about skill, everyone recognizes them as like the most skillful technical metal band.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like unless you're talking about like some crazy.
Yeah, no.
Unless you're talking about Design the Skyline.
Like Portnoy band thing.
Oh, Dream Theater.
Yeah, like Dream Theater, but that's even not. That's not like, I wouldn't consider that metal. Was it progressive or something? Progressive metal. Or
what
something
about
like
Rush? Rush is pretty damn technical.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like, if you ask anyone that knows about ABR, they're like, yeah, oh my god, like
they're awesome.
They're so good, and it's about time. I think is kind of the gist is that metal performers should be recognized.
Absolutely.
Because like how I was talking about I forgot the name of the band, but how they're quitting because each member only makes like like 20K
Oh,
a year.
it's Thy Art Is Murder.
Thy Art Is Murder. Yeah, they're disbanding
I
because
mean, we can definitely talk
they don't
about
make
that.
enough money.
We can
And I'm
definitely
just
talk
like,
about that because
there's not enough.
That's an issue. Yeah,
Yeah, there's
like
not
people.
enough recognition going to, like, I like all these other bands and they each deserve their recognition. It's just like metal's seen as like the degenerate music, and it can be some of the most articulate representation of feelings and stuff like that. It's like people don't understand because they think it sounds like demons.
I think people. I think people get. I think people get the misconception that like, you know, we all hate each other, and shit, and like we hate, you know, political shit, or
Yeah.
for whatever reason, like they have their
No, he's
biases
not. He's
on what they
a,
think
he's
metal
a
is.
Stupid
fitness.
stereotype.
Yeah, exactly.
Some
They have
kind
a
of
lot of
fitness,
stereotypes and what they think it
major.
is, and like what it portrays, and how these people are portrayed as. But like, if you ask anybody in these
No, I
metal
linked
scenes,
your
like,
song
people
in the
give a shit about other
the,
people, regardless
Skype
of whether
for
or not
everyone
like
to
we
see.
subscribe
G.
to like the same religion or like whatever. We all give a shit about each other. Like, we're all part of the same scene. Like, sure, there might be a few people that are just like, you know, opposed to that or whatever, but for a majority, most people like care. Most people connect even through this type of music. So like, for people to just glaze over it like it's no big deal, and people just don't understand, like, you know, like metal music. Like, my grandparents and stuff, like, they'll ask me like what type of music I listen to, and I, you know, it's hard for me to like explain it to them, for them to understand. Like, people just have that like mentality that like they know
You should see me play a Gario.
know
I'll be like at 10 so
because
fast.
you listen to metal music that you might be like a tool bag, or that you might be an asshole, or that you might,
or something.
or a degenerate.
Yeah, I think
exactly.
I've gained about 20
And
followers
when in
last
fact, like, you
this
could be the
past
nicest
week,
person
but
that
I'm
walks
really
the
getting
face of the
into
earth, and like
really
they
wanting
would
to
put that label on you because you listen to metal.
grow
like,
my stream.
I can't.
So I've been streaming like every day
can't
for
even count how
about
many
8
times
hours
on
to
my
10
hand that
hours.
people have like disregarded me just because like I listen to metal music. So
Yeah.
it's definitely.
That's why you gotta listen to country.
Listen,
Just saying.
that's it. Listen, if I would've-
Shut your mouth.
listen, you listen to metal. Listen, you listen to metal too, Nick. So
I know, I got snake bites too. People don't like that.
yeah, that.
Now,
yeah.
once not never.
But we'll,
That's why I don't have them in now. I would
we
do
might
for
we
sure.
might talk about like metal and image and what people perceive later down the line, just as a topic to talk about. But do you have anything to take away from that ABR at the Grammys, Nick, or not really?
What were they nominated for? I don't
Put
watch
his
They're,
snake
Grammys.
bites
they're
back in.
nominated for the Grammys for I think it was like best metal performance or
Well, at least
best.
they have that category now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say just
No,
that there's a category
they've
for it.
always
It's awesome.
they've always had it, but it's
Oh,
just
absolutely.
it's pre-show, so it's not recorded.
Auto follow for me now.
Like,
Oh, so it doesn't
so they
even
don't
go
Random
on
something
have
TV.
it.
pump
yeah,
you
it's
up.
not on TV.
Thanks,
yeah.
bro.
Oh, that's trash. Fuck
Not
that
entirely
noise.
sure what
I mean,
auto follow
that's
means.
trash, but no.
So now I have
ABR 's
I did
Yeah.
have a like
I
an auto
definitely
hosting
shit.
thing.
But
I don't know
getting
where
back
I'm
to what were you gonna say?
awesome. I was gonna say this is where, on the intelligence level, that we're gonna have to work shit out, because we got Chris, at least on my screen. Chris is over here. He's jamming out big words with intricate meanings, and Dan and you, and I'm just like, yes, good.
Yes.
Shit.
Yeah, I like it.
I like it. I liked it a lot, honestly. It was really likable.
Listen,
But
Nick,
that's about as far as
listen,
I'm
Nick,
gonna go.
listen.
If it makes
Hey,
you feel
we're
better,
people
all
of
of my
all
explanations
backgrounds
are
here.
coming out of my ass.
I didn't hear anything
So,
you said,
I
Dan.
said if it makes you feel better,
Shut up.
all of my opinions are coming straight out of my butthole.
Oh, okay.
They are my opinions,
Oh, great.
but like I didn't have them pre-formed before this.
All right,
That's why
nice.
I'm like,
That looked a little bit more like a strained orgasm.
yeah.
All right, we're taking this down to dark and dirty.
Oh, no,
paths.
that's totally what it
All
means.
right, let's get
All
out
right,
of here.
so
Yeet.
the last,
No.
the last,
sorry, bro.
last bit
I
of
understand.
topic that I have is
It's past my bedtime, Brandon. Hurry up.
Sorry, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. You're a 2-year-old. Okay.
Not a 2-year-old working man.
All right. So
Hard working man. There's a country song.
last topic we're gonna talk about tonight is Bring Me the Horizon and Coldplay beef. What
So
do you
good.
think? We all watched the video. If I will post the video in the description, but if you have a chance, it's kind of funny actually. But
Yeah, I'll post the video here.
I mean, we know Ollie Sykes a bit of an asshole sometimes. I mean, he wasn't there a point where he like
I'm gonna
pissed
show
in
you
a
what they were
bottle
talking
and threw
about.
it at a girl in the crowd or something like that?
oh, I did not
There
hear
was
about
like,
that one.
so this is not the first time we've seen this guy do something crazy.
Okay,
you know?
but okay, and we talked about this
This little
pre-show,
video.
but
This is what we're talking about.
basically what we were saying was that he went on the record to say that like there wasn't any beef or whatever between him and Coldplay because like they apparently had the same idea for a album cover. So, but if you check the video, he purposefully stepped on that table. He knew Coldplay was sitting at that table. Like regardless if he's gonna admit it or not, he knew that table was there,
Yeah.
and he wanted to kind of send like, AKA a message to Coldplay to be like, you shouldn't have screwed with us, like this is what you
Wait.
get, like kind of a thing.
So for all of our viewers / listeners that don't know what the heck we're talking about, do you want to just give them a primer on exactly what this whole thing was?
Okay, so basically,
Where
Yeah.
it was, what it was at, and all that.
okay, so basically what happened was Coldplay released an album, or is releasing an album. I don't know if it's out yet or not, but they had an album cover very similar to Bring Me Horizon's. Is it fourth album? Fourth or fifth album?
Eternal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
That was
fourth?
the fourth.
Mm.
It's the fourth? Okay.
Yeah.
So their fourth album, if you look up their fourth album, Eternal, and Coldplay's latest album's cover, they have very similar, I guess, like design. It's supposed to represent something. I don't know what it is. I should have probably read up on it a little bit more, but it's basically like a design of like tranquility or something. I don't know entirely what it is, but
I think that's kind of what I
basically,
heard.
basically what happened was Bring Me the Horizon started kind of a beef over Twitter about that Coldplay stole their idea for their album cover. And so Ollie Sykes, the lead singer of Bring Me, was not happy with that. And so like they hadn't obviously interacted with each other because maybe over social media, but that's about as far as it went. But I guess Ollie wanted to kind of send a message to like Chris Martin of Coldplay saying like, hey, you ripped off our album cover, now I'm gonna give you some shit to talk about pretty much. And I just think it's petty, honestly. It's just like, it's not worth your time, especially like, and people will say like, that's rock and roll as shit, like he's telling these big guys like what's going on and shit, which would be fine.
Okay,
if
I got a picture up right now. Their album versus fucking Bring Me the Horizons. It's fucking circles. It's a fucking shape that's been around for a pretty long time.
That's what
That's
what I'm saying.
It's
like
fucking circles.
yeah,
Bring
and,
Me the
like,
Horizons got like maybe 100. They got like 50. Just
Yeah.
fucking shut up. They got like fucking what, whales and pink and animals fucking floating around, and theirs is just gold. It's not that big of a deal. You stole my idea. I'm sure somebody else in the fucking world has put a
Serious.
circle
But, like-
next to a circle and been like, that's beautiful.
Yeah, but like it's not even just that. It's just like that idea was like brought up by somebody else even before that happened. Like how that concept has been around for so long, even before like album art.
Yeah.
So like if anything, they're both stealing from the original artist who drew that.
Yeah.
If we really want to get technical.
If you really want to freaking get down to it, who invented
Yeah.
the circle?
Yeah. The caveman. There we
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Done. We figured it out. But
I think it's amazing that's how he started his beef. I think it's horrible that he's denying that it was because of beef. But if you just look at the video, okay,
There we go. Nick's got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
That's like,
Yeah, that's
it
really
sucks,
not.
but
It's really not that
Yeah.
much different.
Wow.
It's yeah.
That's like not even close, man.
Yeah.
it's hard to see because
like-
like the Coldplay
yeah.
album's got fucking silly rainbow fantastic shit around their fucking circle diagram, whatever it is. And Bring Me the Horizons is just like, we're fancy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
Black and
Well,
gold, baby.
it's
Like
not a big deal.
Like I said before, Ollie Sykes is kind of known for these, being out there in the public and making himself known, his opinion known to the world about what he thinks and what he believes. So coming from that guy, I'm not really surprised he would do something like this kind of. So
no, I definitely agree with you, Chris. But like, okay, if you're gonna do that,
it's still wrong.
If you're first of all still wrong, and secondly, like, if you're really gonna do it, you gotta be rock and roll and not. You have to commit to it. Like you did it.
You can't all of a sudden give a fuck.
Admit it. Like say, yeah, I did it because I'm an asshole. Like do it. Just say you did it for that reason and that reason alone. Don't just be like, oh, I'm a baby and I'm gonna admit that, like, you know, like that I'm wrong. Like
you can't deny it after he walked. It looks like the stage is here. Right, the stage is
like
here.
Right in the front.
Okay, this is the area in between.
He stood up on that thing looking over. He's like, "Where are these bitches?"
This is like, so he gets off the stage, walks through a crowd into the next section, and then back, and then onto their table, and then goes to the guardrail, and then off of that and back onto stage. Like you can't go so out of your way to some random table.
Back of his hand.
Like
Coldplay here.
He was like, "Where's Coldplay sitting?
Yeah,
this is the seating chart." Like,
like,
he might as well have done that. Honestly,
it's so dumb. Like it's so petty. Like you're making our like genre of music look bad because you're a dumbass. Like it's like it's dumb. It's dumb. It's just dumb. You shouldn't pick fights that you can't win. Coldplay is much bigger than Bring Me the Horizon. I'm not just saying that because I like Bring Me the Horizon. Like, I like
they
Coldplay.
Play at Super Bowl. They gotta be kind of important,
right?
Like,
like I'm not just saying that just because I'm trying to start beef with Bring Me the Horizon. It's just like it's unfair. It's uncalled for you to do stupid shit like that you don't, first of all, think you can win, or secondly, you don't back it up. Like your album art isn't even that close to Coldplay. And like Nick said, it's circles, okay?
It's a bunch of fucking circles.
Like, you're really gonna nitpick because you have 100 circles and Coldplay has 50 circles. So therefore you're gonna be like, well, you know, my album has that many circles on it, and my album kind of looks like your album. So like, you know, that's stupid. It's stupid. It's music. We shouldn't be fighting over shit like this.
Like
it's music. Everybody enjoys music. We shouldn't just be fighting over dumb shit that means nothing. We could spend more time doing more like collective things than just fighting over album art. Like,
and just furthering the stereotype that metal music is for degenerates
and assholes now.
Yeah, and people that don't recognize what they did wrong. Like
like no, or recognizing it and not like rock and roll and like heavy music in general is known for being like against the grain. If you're gonna do it, just do it. Just do it. If you're gonna do it, just do it. If not, whatever. I don't know what Nick's trying to send us. It's White Owls.
You know what?
I'm trying to show you. I came up with an album cover for when I make my band, because we're gonna get big, and I just don't want Bring Me the Horizon to get mad at me.
Thank you. Okay, cool.
We had to use squares.
Like, all right, I had to change it up. But yeah,
make sure make sure to copyright that.
Sexy notepad,
100% self-made notepad. Kill Whitney dead. One at a time, bro.
Let's go back.
Make sure to copyright those squares, okay? Nick?
I will. I'll probably add a couple more squares to it, but I really don't want someone taking my squares.
I don't want Coldplay stealing my album art, okay?
And I love Ollie and Bring Me the Horizon.
Yeah,
but it's
no. Yeah.
A bunch of fucking circles.
I think we all can agree that we enjoy them, and we talked about them being album of the year. Like
it's like when you're in like first grade and you got Oreos, but that fuckhead next to you's got Oreos too, and you don't really like him. You're not allowed to have Oreos. I got Oreos.
Yeah, like it's just like
you have to eat Chips Ahoy.
Chips Ahoy, Chips Ahoy. Damn right. Dan knew where I was going. Yes.
All right. That was great. I like that, Nick. Way to end it with a bang. All right.
Yes.
All right, guys. That's it.
So proud
for our first episode of Audio Addiction.
The wrap.
I hope you guys enjoyed it. We had a lot of fun. We definitely talked for way too damn long, but
Like what, an
It's-
hour and a half?
Hour.
probably?
it's okay. It's okay. If you guys enjoy it, please leave
Yeah.
a like, subscribe. Like, we're gonna definitely be putting out videos every Thursday. Well, we'll be recording them on Thursday night, and I'll probably have them out and edited by Friday, hopefully, if we
Doing
keep
work.
if we keep the train going. So, this is Brandon signing out, and if you guys want to say anything else, feel free to. I don't know. Dan sent me something in Skype. I don't know.
Yo,
Can we post this?
That's just the. That's something else.
Well, I guess we could
That's
just,
for us?
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. You should follow me on twitch.tv
Oh, yeah, we gotta keep
/wingman700.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Sell out.
Okay. Okay. So, before I cancel this all, I know this is super long, but let me just say, I will add all of the social medias in this description, like what they do.
No, yeah, he definitely
Chris
looks like
has
he's
a
Chinese-
Star Wars
Asian.
channel on YouTube.
Star Wars video games,
movies,
TV.
Never know.
anything
You name
it.
anything entertainment wise.
Yes.
Definitely check him out. Give him a subscribe. Tell him Audio Addiction sent you here.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. Also check out Dan. He is
Tell your
on
mom I said
Twitch
thanks.
pretty much every day
Thanks for
at
the follow, Pox.
Wingman700. Give him a follow. Support him. I think he has a YouTube channel, Wingman700 as well.
Wingman
So
700 games.
definitely subscribe to him as well. I don't know if Nick has a channel. I know he streams sometimes.
I have
And
a
he's-
channel.
and
I got a
it's-
Twitch. I have every like social media. I just never fucking use it.
And
I got a hitbox.
So do I. I never use it though. It's so crappy.
And lastly, if you want, we'll put all of our personal social media in the link below as well. If you want to just follow us, we'll definitely follow back, as well as follow Audio Addiction on Twitter and Facebook.
Facebook.
That's what we have up for now, and then subscribe to our YouTube channel. So we have 3 social media channels. Definitely check us out. We'll try to have a video up every Friday for you guys to check out. And if you have anything you guys want us to talk about in the future, just leave it in the comments.
You're right,
and
Pox.
I'll make sure to look over them, and we'll definitely add them into future episodes. Also, before I go, one last thing. I made a poll. I don't know if it's out yet. I think I put 2 days on it. So
I've seen a poll somewhere.
there's a poll on Twitter asking about our last thing that we do before I close it out. It's either a suggestion of the week or an artist spotlight of the week. I obviously couldn't type that into Twitter because it's too many characters. But just let us know which one you would like to see more, whether I don't know what suggestion. I guess suggestion would be anything that we enjoy, like music, food, whatever you guys want to talk about. And then artist spotlight would be just like an up and coming band or like an unsigned band that you guys would want us to check out, and we'll follow through with that, and we'll see if we get enough people, then we'll put you in the artist spotlight, and hopefully you guys can get some more views or something like that. So all right,
Yeet.
so that's episode 1 is a wrap. So all right, guys,
Swag.
this is Audio Addiction, Brandon, Chris, Dan, Nick, and we hope to see you next Friday. All right, all right,
See ya.
peace out, guys.
Peace out.
Ah, shit.